All right, girl, let me fill you in on the fabulous Jennifer Lewis. You may think you know her, right? The loud, hilarious, tell it like it is queen from Blackish, the one who stole scenes in Sister Act, and pretty much any show or movie where they needed a black mama with a big personality. Can I touch your hair? Oh, don't do that. You know her for lines like that. She's the one who can drop a zinger while making you laugh till your sides hurt. But honey, let me tell you, the Jennifer Lewis you see on screen is only half of the story. Behind that booming voice, that bold presence, and that sharp wit is a woman who's been through some serious stuff. We're talking addiction, betrayal, mental health struggles, everything that could bring a person down. But Jennifer, she came out swinging every time. Let's start with her candid confession. Sex addiction. I was acting out sexually all over the place, she once said. Now imagine this. Jennifer was a Broadway star at the time, known for always getting standing ovations. But when the curtain dropped, she had a secret life that was spinning out of control. She thought she found love with a man who was charming and handsome, a man who told her he had been a Navy SEAL. I'm thinking, my God, God sent me this man, she said. But things weren't as perfect as they seemed, and that's just the beginning. Oh, and let's not forget the time she almost died in Africa. Yes, you heard me right. Jennifer was in the hospital for over 18 days. Add to that the fact she's been battling bipolar disorder all this time. Show business was easy for me, but life wasn't, she once said. She was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and even today, she's still managing it with medication. So, buckle up, because we're diving deep into the untold dramatic life of Jennifer Lewis, a woman who has not only left her mark in Hollywood, but has become a fierce activist. Let's start by going back to where it all began. Jennifer Lewis was born on January 25th, 1957, in Kinloch, Missouri. Her mother, Dorothy, worked as a nurse's aide while her father was a factory worker. Growing up, Jennifer didn't get a lot of affection from her mother. My mama didn't have time to take care of me, Jennifer said. There was no affection. I was her seventh child, and she was 26. What the hell was she going to do with 7 babies running around scrubbing white people's floors and trying to keep it together? But even though Jennifer didn't get the hugs and kisses most kids get, her mother gave her something even more valuable: work ethic. My mama went and got her certificate and became a nurse's aide. She said, I'll be damned if those white people come to my house to check it out so I can get a welfare check. Her mother was tough, and she passed that toughness on to Jennifer. Her family struggled financially, especially with 7 kids in the house, but they got by. The pipes in their St. Louis home would freeze in the winter, and the kids would ice skate on the kitchen floor. They didn't realize how poor they were at the time. We were on welfare, but my mother didn't play. She taught me work ethics. That's why I'm still here and sustained in show business. Even as a child, Jennifer knew she was meant for something big. At just 5 years old, she was already a star in her church choir. She remembers singing, "Oh Lord, you brought me a mighty long way," and blowing the congregation away. I stood there at 5 years old with my thumb in my mouth, and I said to myself, oh, this is life. I'll take it. I never looked back. Jennifer's family prioritized education. All the kids went on to earn degrees, and Jennifer wasn't an exception. She attended Webster University in St. Louis, and she thrived there. She vividly remembers a pivotal moment when, as a student, she went into her theater department head's office to find out if she would be allowed to continue. Confident as ever, she walked in with her feet up on his desk, and when he asked her, "Are you that sure of yourself?" she replied, "Absolutely." Her confidence paid off. After college, Jennifer packed her bags and headed to New York City to chase her Broadway dreams, and girl, she made it happen. I got my first Broadway show in less than 11 days after graduation. It was my second audition. Jennifer was a born leader. Even in high school, she was the captain of the cheerleading squad. Her natural charisma and talent soon led her to Broadway, where she performed in shows like Dreamgirls and worked as a backup singer for Bette Midler. But Jennifer wasn't satisfied with just being a Broadway star. She wanted more. She wanted Hollywood. Jennifer knew there was something bigger for her than Kinloch, Missouri. Television was her escape. She watched TV religiously, and it wasn't long before she started appearing on it. Her roles in Sister Act, What's Love Got to Do with It, Think Like a Man, and more made her a household name. She became the go-to actress for the role of the sassy, loud, no-nonsense Black mama. Jennifer didn't just play those roles, she owned them, and she wasn't afraid to fight for what she deserved. When Hollywood producers tried to pigeonhole her into stereotypical roles, she pushed back. When the phone didn't ring, I created my own projects, she said. I didn't have time to say, oh, I didn't get that because I'm Black. I'm an entity. I serve all. I entertain. Her talent and persistence led her to a successful career, but behind the scenes, her life was anything but smooth. Jennifer's personal life was chaotic. While she was killing it on stage and screen, she was struggling with a sex addiction. I had so much sex out in these streets, she confessed. I had a sex addiction and I didn't even know it. Her addiction wasn't just about having fun. It was a compulsion, something she had to do. It was a need. It was like a drug. She sought out men to fill an emotional void, not realizing at the time that it was part of her bipolar disorder. I was bipolar and didn't know it. My life was rush, rush, rush. I wanted to be famous so my mother would love me. Jennifer's battle with bipolar disorder wasn't diagnosed until much later in life. For years, she dealt with mood swings, depression, and mania. The depression became so natural, I didn't even know it was a problem, she admitted. It took years for Jennifer to get the help she needed. She resisted medication for a long time, convinced that it would dull her edge as a performer. It took my therapist 5 years to convince me to get on medication, she said. I thought, I'm Jennifer Lewis. I'm not walking around like a zombie. But when she finally accepted help, it changed her life. Through therapy, Jennifer began to heal from not only her bipolar disorder, but also the traumas of her past. She had been molested by her pastor when she was a child, and experience that left deep emotional scars. I was in the church choir, and one day the pastor gave me a ride. He pulled over and kissed me. He tried to put his tongue in my mouth, and it was so disgusting. I felt like he took everything from me in that moment, my faith in God, my trust in my mother, and my dreams of becoming a star. Jennifer's mother never talked about the abuse after she told her, which made the pain even worse. But as an adult, Jennifer confronted the pastor and was finally able to move on. If that wasn't enough, Jennifer also had to deal with heartbreak. She fell in love with a man named Antonio Wilson, who claimed to be a Navy SEAL and an Oxford graduate. She thought she had found the perfect man, but he turned out to be a con artist. He swindled her out of $50,000 before she realized what was going on, but Jennifer wasn't about to let him get away with it. She hired a private investigator, tracked him down, and took him to court. Not only did she get her money back, but she also got justice. Antonio was sentenced to jail time, and Jennifer came out of the experience stronger than ever. Today, Jennifer Lewis is more than just an actress. She's a mental health advocate, an author, and an inspiration to many. Her memoir, The Mother of Black Hollywood, details her struggles with bipolar disorder, sex addiction, and the hardships she's overcome. She encourages others to seek help and shares her story to show that no matter how dark life gets, you can always come back stronger. Come out of those dark rooms with depression, she says. Stop yourself and get help. Start by journaling. Write down what you want, who you are, and if you don't know, make something up. Award-winning actress Jennifer Lewis, known as the Mother of Black Hollywood and co-star of ABC's Blackish, will bring songs, comedy, and the keynote message to the 11th Annual Exceptional Women of Color EWOC Expo and Awards on Saturday, October 19th. The special event will feature Lachelle May in lively discussion and Q&A conversation with Jennifer Lewis on stage following her keynote presentation. Lachelle May is the wife of Chancellor Gary May and senior technical lead for CNN. Jennifer Lewis is one of Hollywood's most familiar faces, with more than 300 appearances in film and television. Dubbed a national treasure by TVGuide.com, Jennifer currently stars as Ruby Johnson on the Emmy-nominated ABC hit show Blackish. Jennifer's best-selling memoir, The Mother of Black Hollywood, was named 2018 Book of the Year by the National Book Club Convention. The audiobook version, narrated by Jennifer, reached #1 on Amazon. Jennifer is a social media sensation. Her viral hits include Get Your Ass Out and Vote, Flint Ain't Fix, and In These Streets with Brandy and Roz Ryan. Jennifer delivered legendary performances as Tina Turner's mother in What's Love Got to Do with It, and in The Preacher's Wife as the mother of Whitney Houston's character. Jennifer starred opposite Matt Damon in Clint Eastwood's Hereafter, and for director Tyler Perry, Jennifer created unforgettable characters in Medea's Family Reunion and Meet the Browns. In the movie Castaway, Jennifer portrayed Tom Hanks's boss. In animated films, Jennifer's uniquely recognizable voice is adored by Disney fans in roles such as Flo in the Cars movies and as Mama Odie in The Princess and the Frog. In her newest animated Disney role, Jennifer is the voice of Professor Granville in the Big Hero 6 television series. Jennifer's TV roles have ranged from regular appearances as Aunt Helen on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to guest star roles on Friends, Murphy Brown, and Girlfriends. For 6 seasons, Jennifer portrayed Lana Hawkins on Lifetime's hit series Strong Medicine. Although best known for her Hollywood success, Jennifer has enjoyed a much-celebrated career in music and theater. Jennifer has performed in 4 Broadway shows, including Hairspray, in the role of Motormouth Mabel. In 2019, she took the stage at Lincoln Center for the American Songbook series, and in 2014, Jennifer received an electrifying standing ovation at Carnegie Hall when she sang with the New York Pops Orchestra. All told, Jennifer has presented more than 200 concerts, performing in 48 states and 5 continents. Jennifer's accomplishments as an entertainer and community activist have been recognized by the NAACP Lifetime Achievement Award in Theater, the Essence Black Women in Hollywood Award, the American Black Film Festival Career Achievement Award, the Human Rights Campaign Ally Award, and an honorary doctorate from her alma mater, Webster University in St. Louis.